Welcome back to the Third Wheel Podcast. I'm Caleb.
I'm Chaparoo.
It's time. It's that time of I want to say time of the month, but we usually wait until. What's funny?
Because I'm a child, that's why.
Disgusting.
I know. I'm a beta.
Yeah. Let's not get into that. I don't want to hurt your feelings, but no, it's that special time, guys. It's time. We finally get to talk about mean comments. Yeah. We read your comments, good and bad, but mostly the bad ones because they're the most fun. Let me tell you.
And you know what? I've been disappointed since we started it because they haven't been mean enough. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like get creative. Mm-hmm. Like just like you should.
I want you to really go after my family.
Yeah, for real. Like tell me I suck. But like you think about all the people that say like, why does everyone think they need a podcast? Like, can you do better than that, please?
That's like, I don't know. I think we should get a nickel every time we hear that. Like,
I know.
Just something.
That'll get us monetized. So that'd probably be more than YouTube would pay us, to be honest with you. A nickel every time someone comments. Cha-ching.
We should do that though. We should go live and set up a booth and be like, you can insult us for $5.
Yeah, and be like, get yourself a deal.
Mm-hmm.
$5 whole. That's easy.
Yeah,
and be rich. Of course, some people would be better at it than others, and they'd just be taking their time.
Yeah.
Like $5, they go for like an hour. I'm like, dude, you're holding up the line. This is not worth $5 an hour.
There's a line.
Yeah, like, this is not worth $5 an hour.
Why is there so many people?
Yeah, all 218 subscribers. That's line up. That's a good payday. We have to split that 50-50.
I would say so, yeah.
Tell Uncle Sam.
Mm-hmm.
All right. It's hard to scroll back to the last time we did this. It's been almost 3 months. Yeah. It's been a minute. So I scrolled down. Some of these are more recent than others. So let's see. I already talked about this guy, Drew Polly. He says, what movie's coming out that you would like to see this non-superhero movie? So the ones after that should be the ones that we need to do. Okay. So this guy comments, did you see that short I posted called Christmas Shenanigans where the Roomba is popping the balloons? So Kai Koi 777 says, you're trying to give the AI an upper hand. Yeah, I feel bad because he's right, because I'm literally teaching AI how to hold the knife and come at us.
No. You didn't give it upper hand. There was no hand at all. I mean, it was tape.
It's metaphorical.
Well, I still say it needs batteries. And how is it going to live without humans plugging it up every once in a while, you know?
Are you seeing, sidebar, we're going to read more comments, I promise.
Yeah.
Did you see that AI, they're like having trouble affording to keep it going?
Who's they?
So ChatGPT, it takes up a lot of money and everyone's using it
like
now.
On the servers, you know?
Yes. It's taking more money. It's taking more money than they can afford to just keep going.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
Sure it's like free on like people's phones and stuff.
Yeah, exactly. And they're not making money and they're losing money. And same thing with stuff like Midjourney. Like you can't, like Midjourney used to be free and anyone could sign up. Now you have to pay. And they ran out of spots to give people to pay.
Luckily I had mine. But,
me too.
For ChatGPT, I actually don't use it for anything, but I can see why a lot of people would be using it.
I know
daily.
people that are using it for all their college papers.
Oh, yeah.
And now, Matt, that's college. It's probably way worse for high school.
Oh, yeah.
Way worse. You know what I mean? So, middle school. Shoot. I mean, heck, elementary. One time I told it, right, like a 7-year-old wrote it, and it was pretty deep. It was something, that's how I would have said it. I was like, oh, no. I found out how to do it. Because, if you're using basic ChatGPT, it's not going to run it. It's going to give out words that you wouldn't have said. Right. And I was like, that's not how I write. But when I said, dumb it down, then it starts giving me the terms that I would use. So.
Wow. How about that?
So this one, Pinky Love 825 comments on that video as well and says, looks fun. And I commented, it is fun. Thanks. Yeah. All right. Let's see. Okay. I posted this. It's on the short. We got a lot of comments on this one. Your move, Disney. Did you watch that one? That's me like talking trash to Disney after they copyright claimed us.
I had that on loop all day.
Did you?
No.
I would say I actually did.
I just love hearing myself stick it to the man.
Well, that was like one of our best ones. I was like, this is like good. Like I'm really going in. Like Disney, you have 1 week to get this done, and I was right. And they, a week went, and they did nothing. So
right, yeah, they got right up to Iger.
So New York, Kia Sim. It's got a Trump picture. It's Trump's mugshot. He says, F yeah, down with the corporations. I was like, yeah, dude. I hopped in there. I was like, yeah, dude, down with McDonald's. And that was it.
McDonald's does have it coming to them.
They do. It's time. And then Michael Stevens says, F Disney, commie Fs. He's got a picture of Abraham Lincoln. I was like, oh, what a nice guy.
It's nice of them to abbreviate the F word for us.
Yeah. Because, actually, I noticed this. Like, they will drop. YouTube's been deleting some of my comments.
Oh.
And I'm not even saying anything crazy. I just thought it was being funny. And then, YouTube just got rid of it.
That's weird.
I was like, that's rude.
Yeah.
All right. Lutherson 1962 says, don't you have a job to go to, Skippy?
Can I start calling you Skippy?
You may.
Okay.
But I was sitting here like, that's hurtful, buddy. Okay. Because I happen to know a Skippy. I love him. Okay. That's actually a compliment.
And he has not one, not two, but 3 jobs that he goes to.
Yeah.
Every day.
One of them's Domino's.
Yeah.
All right. Are you familiar with the actual Skippy Jessop, the 40-year-old virgin?
No.
Yeah. Well, now he's like 45.
Ooh.
I love him, but yeah, I think he's gonna be single forever.
That's unfortunate.
It's a darn shame. And so he says, "Don't you have a job to go to, Skippy?" And then ZZZZ45ZZZZ79 says, "Shut up, old man." And then I hop in and I say, "Not until 4."
Yeah.
I was like, perfect. That was quality stuff here.
That was good.
Prime example comments. He says, "I like how you gave them an ultimatum, LOL, like Disney even acknowledges you. I can't remember when Winnie the Pooh went into public domain." He says, I remember when Winnie the Pooh went into public domain and was immediately bastardized. Yeah. So on that one, I was more so saying I wasn't saying you have 7 days to remove the claim. I was saying you got 7 days to try to uphold the claim.
Yeah.
I said that knowing that they weren't going to do it, you know?
I'm just saying, let me just give my little 2 cents in here. We still own the video, so
yeah.
Who's to say? I think there's technically more evidence pointing to the direction that they did read it. They did see that video.
Yeah.
I mean, there's more, right? Right? Yeah. So
yeah.
Who looks stupid now?
Well, here's the other thing, too, is like, I wonder if Corridor Crew got a flag.
Oh, yeah.
Because they're a big channel. I bet they were copyrighted, claimed right out the gate.
It's possible.
Yeah, because like us only having, at the time, actually, 116 subscribers, which now we've plus 100. Fantastic. I'm wondering if they had to have, right? Because so many people were looking at watch their stuff.
I don't know, maybe there was like an old like algorithm that Disney owned that was still just kicking for whatever reason that was automatic. I don't know, maybe. I mean, they probably did, like, if we got it.
Yeah. I was just curious because I didn't see anything that they didn't post about it.
Right.
At least not that I could tell, but I wasn't like monitoring their posts all the time. So who knows? But anyway, Dr. That Guy, hello. Good to see you again. In this episode, me, my brother, and Darcy are talking about the LTT. Is that tech channel?
LTT, line
something
tech tips. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's when the guy was like, "Yeah, I use the hard R." You remember that?
Yeah, that was ages ago.
Yeah. So we're talking about that though.
I was like,
we weren't talking about it like it just happened.
Yeah.
But he said that's not even the worst thing that happened to LTT, and that's what he commented. So what else have they done since then? Was there another bad thing that came up out of them, or no?
I don't follow them, so
okay. I was curious. Okay, let's see. I need a bad one here. Here, Jose RX95. On this one, this is one of our VSMR painting videos. Actually, I think these did okay. Jose RX95 says trash content. And that's it. He says trash content. What do you think? Garbage, you would say.
I mean, he already used the garbage word, so.
No, he said trash. Big difference.
Big difference.
it's a synonym. Sir.
Mm-hmm. Hot.
How do you feel? Trash content.
With an adjective.
And this was just one of our at night episodes. That had nothing to do with you even. So.
Well, what about I want to be trash too? Read one with me in it.
No, nobody talks about you though. I'm the one that gets the brunt of the attacks.
That's unfortunate.
Isn't that messed up?
Am I just that agreeable? I guess.
You're untouchable, buddy.
I guess so.
Yeah, nobody wants to hurt you.
That's funny.
Ethan Jarvis 8988 says Metatron is a snitch.
Metatron is a snitch.
Yeah.
I wonder what the context is, because he probably knows Metatron more than I do.
No, but you remember that short where we're talking about like he's the one that keeps track of all your wrongdoings and he's writing them down.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, that's the.
I mean, I don't know if that's a snitch. Like, that's just him doing his job, you know?
Yeah, but is there any leniency if your job is to snitch.
If your job is to
yeah, if that's your job, like nobody likes you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but like, snitches, they're like trusted criminals. You know what I'm saying? Like this guy's job is to document. He's like the government. Like you to call the government a snitch. They snitch on them on you so people they can tell more government.
I say people snitch on us to the government. You know what I mean?
I don't know anyone who snitches on me to the government because like I'm gonna give him a serious talking to if you know what I mean.
Yeah. Okay. That same video with Metatron, Ralph Wright 2508 says weak-minded people believe anything they're told.
Weak-minded.
Now I can't tell if he's like against us or agreeing with us.
I don't think he's talking about us
at all.
Yeah, I think he's just knocking on religion.
Oh, yeah. So Mr. Eyeless 9259 says, "Who told you that?" And then I went down and I said, "A weak-minded person." Got him.
Wait, were you? Isn't that telling me? You just called me
weak-minded.
You just called me a weak-minded person? Individual. Are you snitching to the government?
Toomey, who's been on this show before, and his screen name has his name on it. He says,
"Should we dox him like that?"
But he did it. Like, you know what I mean? What am I supposed to do?
He didn't say, "I'm Toomey. Look at me."
No one's going to go back and watch this clip.
Okay, I will.
Have you seen the clip where I'm calling out people that are like throwing the word trauma around and they're like, oh my gosh, I just have emotions. Yeah, that's a good one. And I stand by that, by the way.
Yeah.
So he says, good overall point. So Timmy says, good overall point, but it's pronounced as F because I said ASF.
Wow.
And I was like, you're right. But I do that a lot. I'll say like, instead of saying Maryland, right? I'll be like Maryland.
Maryland.
Yeah.
Maryland.
Yeah.
Which is weird because Maryland's spelled differently than Maryland.
Yeah. Let's see. Here's a good one. The Lord God doesn't make anything goofy. This is back on the Metatron.
Okay. Doesn't make anything goofy.
What is your thought process on that? So I was talking about the Lord's goofiest creation.
Yeah.
Which was actually, that is Metatron.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because they look ridiculous. So everyone's like, the Lord God, so his picture is a hat with the crossed out symbol going on it.
Crossed out symbol.
Yeah. And I was like, okay. Yeah.
Either he's a Warhammer fan or he's...
it's like a ball cap. It's not like a hat of a major
What's a
faction.
Hat of?
It's just a black silhouette of a hat, a ball cap, like what you're wearing.
And he crosses it out?
Yeah, and it's got the red slash and then the red circle around it.
What color was the hat previously?
I don't know. It's just a black silhouette. We just lean over here and look. I don't know why I'm confusing you.
No, I get it.
I'm just kidding. Like,
well, what's he against?
I don't know.
Like, okay, let's really dive into this.
Yeah.
So, the black cap could have been a different color, and that actually makes sense if it was a certain color.
Yeah.
But it's not. It's black.
Oh, like if it was red or blue.
If it was red or blue, but it's black.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, maybe he's against you.
That's what I'm saying.
Because you're wearing a black hat.
Oh, you're actually onto something.
Yeah.
You see, I knew it. There's some people who probably didn't like me, but they're too afraid to say it because I'm just too nice.
Yeah.
So
he's going for that passive aggression. Lord God doesn't make anything goofy.
Chaps, are you listening? Are you looking?
Well, I'm the one that titled it Goofiest Creation.
Goofiest Creation.
So I had a good response for this. Did you see it?
Mm-mm.
I said, can you please explain farting to me and what the good Lord was accomplishing making it so goofy? Is that a good response or is that mean? Is that petty?
The fact that you resulted to farting, I mean, like, I think there's a lot of goofy things you could have done.
Like what?
Why are fingernails a thing?
That's not goofy though.
But it's like
when you clip your nails, I'm like, oh, you goofy looking mother trucker.
I do look like that.
I'm sorry, MFer.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. What are the goofy things? The fact that you can fart with your arm, not with your butt.
Yeah, but that's a man-made construct.
That's
not a real. God didn't design that.
How do you know?
I mean, I guess everything's his creation, but at the same time,
what if it's like instinctual? Like we got that from the ancestry. Like Adam was just like God. how do I like make the funnies?
He's
And
like,
he
I ate
goes-
fruit from the knowledge of good and evil, and I just can't stop doing this now.
And God's like, this is the first sin.
Yeah. He's like, it's not the fact that you ate the fruit, my
No,
boy.
it's the fact that
It's the fact that you started making that god awful noise.
he began meme culture.
He's the one who created Goofy. God's
Yep.
like, you made the goofiest sound ever,
You made
and
the
I'm
goofs.
now I'm very disappointed in you, my son.
Yeah, gotta say that
Yeah.
that tracks. So Black Hat dude, I don't know what your deal is, but I'm for whatever you're against. Okay, because I'm wearing a black hat right now,
Yeah.
and I think they look cool.
Actually, his name's Janosko. I need you to come in, Janosko, and tell us what you're trying to say.
Yeah,
What are you against? Actually, hold on. What am I doing here? Let me click on his profile. I'm sitting here talking about it. Let me just go to his page.
I'm saying.
Lil Wayne steady mobbing at Festival of the Lakes 2023. It's a concert.
Oh,
So he likes Lil Wayne a lot. 'Cause that's a lot of festival footage from Lil Wayne
Here's the
concerts.
thing, I like Lil Wayne too, but do I like him the same way he likes him? I don't know.
Karaoke Fest 2022, Triple Crossbow Squad Swipe. It's Call of Duty.
Hmm.
Uh-oh.
This guy's a
Jiu-Jitsu
gamer?
match. Near naked choke win.
So this guy is a fighter and a gamer. This is dangerous.
Who also listens to Lil Wayne.
Who also
Okay, so he likes like jiu-jitsu.
Hmm.
Oops, accidentally clicked on the
I
video.
took a jujitsu class one time.
I might subscribe to him.
Oh,
I'm
yeah?
digging this.
We found a new fan.
Yeah. Look,
Imagine he looks at his subscription feed. Oh, how many subscribers does he have?
so he likes Dr. Disrespect. He has 53.
So like we subscribe, he looks at his subscription feed. He's like, "Why is that
Oh,
podcast
God.
following me?"
Oh no. So why is maybe he's being facetious when he's like, Lord God doesn't make anything, but
No, I don't think. I think he's just goofing. I think he's.
You
just
think so?
I think he's goofing.
I don't know if I buy it.
You don't buy it?
No,
You think he's
I don't think so.
Okay.
I think he's being serious.
Wow. All right.
I was expecting a full-on Trump supporter and be like, "The Lord God." Did you see that live stream? Okay, I'm not gonna get into politics, but
Yeah.
did you see that live stream of that pastor who was like defending Donald Trump?
Mm-mm.
And he was like, and that was during the Stormy Daniels scandal. Are you familiar?
Oh, gotcha.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, he was doing a live stream. He's like, Donald Trump was not sleeping with her. He was witnessing to her in that hotel room. And I was like,
No, that tracks.
yeah. No, and I was like, finally someone said it. Okay. All right. People are getting on to him for something he didn't do.
That's what, he was doing a good thing actually.
He was witnessing to her. Okay.
Witnessing.
Yeah. Ministering to her.
Mhm. I mean, why?
And
not-
it didn't work.
You do it in a hotel room. It's private.
Yeah.
You shouldn't have to feel shameful. I'm telling you. It's
I mean, people can have their opinions, but
legitimately, how bad do you have to get to where no one can defend you? Because here's the thing, really think about it. Someone like Trump, who has, like this cult following, where like they're like, so many people who just ignore a lot just to support him. How bad does it have to get to where there's no more supporters,
Mhm.
Unless you just get chaotic people like who are just like, yeah, whatever, right? But
Yeah.
I'm like, what if this guy like murdered someone? Not saying he did.
That appears to be what is left of his. I don't know.
Yeah.
There's enough of them that are probably going to vote for him. So
Yeah.
whatever. I'm a fan of cheap gas, so this is like, it's not like I'm getting nothing out of this.
Hey, it looks
transaction.
like we had to cross out your headset or something. Just
Yeah,
be
for
like,
real.
No more Caleb.
I should silhouette my hair and then put the cross around it and
Yep.
be like, no more.
That's what I'm saying. When you said cross originally, I thought you meant like Christian cross. I'm like,
No.
oh, it tracks.
Oh yeah, no, he'd definitely be a crazy Christian.
All right.
My favorite kind.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Another comment on God's goofiest creation. Sorry, I got hiccups. Only in the Talmud, not in the Hebrew Bible. Well, Shane Matthews, we addressed that in the episode. I encourage you to go watch it. It's really
Yes.
good. It's one of our best ones, to be honest with you. We
Mhm.
started talking. We dug into Japanese lore.
Yeah,
we dug.
yes. I cannot wait to go back in.
Yeah, you're gonna go back and listen to that. You're gonna leave some comments.
No, we're gonna do part. I've only left one comment actually.
Yeah.
Ever.
Very recently,
Very recently.
like a couple days ago.
Don't dox me.
Yeah. Oh, sorry.
Even though I say who I am, just don't dox me.
Some of these people I wish would talk back. Like I ask them, like, "Hey, what do you mean by that?" Like, I'm sorry, there's a lot of spelling errors, and then they just don't respond. I'm like,
Well,
oh,
maybe because they think you're being petty.
how dare you?
Yeah.
How dare you, people? I was at the office. Who do you think you are? He's trying to ask it in a straight
Who-
face.
Who are you?
Yeah. Who All right. Disney admits they failed. So on that, I typed Disney admits they failed. Someone typed in Kathleen Kennedy.
Nice.
Yeah, I was like, dang right.
Dang, at least someone said it eventually.
All right, this was more thought-provoking. This is under the new capital punishment episode. When discussing deterrence, you only touched on general deterrence, not specific deterrence. It may be true that persons engaging in violent crime don't rationally deliberate on the far-reaching consequences of their actions, but being imprisoned cannot completely eliminate one's potential to continue violence. Correctional officers / medical ununiformed staff are assaulted at rates even higher than is documented, as well as sometimes killed. And in the interest of the general public is a chance of, knock on wood, escape with more potential victims during the process or afterwards. Execution achieves specific deterrence, preventing the condemned from killing again. You were able to catch all that?
Yeah, basically saying that there are some people that are beyond rehabilitation.
Yeah. So specific deterrence, let me double check the definition, because I remember we talked about it when I was in these classes here. Specific deterrence. Here we go. Okay. Type of punishment that is meant to discourage future criminal behavior in a person being charged with a crime. Okay, so I'm talking about general deterrence. That's more like broad, where like, okay, I know if I get arrested for murder, I'm going to go to prison or potentially face death penalty.
Yeah.
If you recall, my argument was people that are shooting a gun don't think when this is all done, I might get the death penalty. And I stand by that. Most people aren't thinking about that when they're committing the crime. So he says, but we didn't address specific deterrence, which is more so like you get punishment that once you're punished, that'll deter you from committing the crime again. And sure.
But we were talking about death row, you know, like that's way beyond, you know, like slight sentencing and like.
Or even if you're in jail for that, if you're about to face the death penalty, of course you're not going to commit a crime again because you're about to be executed. You know what I mean?
You might actually. I mean, like murders happen in prison. I mean, like if you're on the death row, like why would?
And that's what he said. He said people, officers, medical, ununiformed staff are assaulted at rates even higher.
Yeah.
But specific deterrence, and now they won't commit a crime again. That's why I said.
I see. So it's more like small. I don't know. It really depends on the person, I think, because there's some people who probably like may do it once and then never do it again. There's some people who are just like ravenous killers, you know. And
I mean,
care.
So like
I don't think you could do. I really don't think you can do much in prison that would deter someone if they want to murder someone to stop murdering.
And I agree with you. So yeah, if you're gonna commit a crime, you're gonna commit a crime.
Yeah,
you know, like it or not. So, all right, on this one, the new death penalty. Okay, this is when I finally get into nitrogen. They're gonna pump nitrogen into the little machine, and you're not gonna be able to breathe anymore. So someone comments, Fudoshin01, we breathe more nitrogen than oxygen, ... Because I think I was going into like, you know, deprives you of oxygen and only gives you nitrogen, and you can't breathe because you can't. And he says, well, we breathe more nitrogen. And I was like, sure, thank you. I'm, you know, admittedly, I'm not well versed on the periodic table, right? But it works. We came back and talked about it like a couple weeks after. It actually it works, and they're scheduling another one. Did you see that?
Really? No.
Yeah, no. They're like, okay, success. We're gonna do it again. Like same state.
They're all like freaking clapping and shaking their hands, like we did it, guys, we did it.
The guys in there,
they're like, yeah, pizza party.
Thank you, sir, Mr. President. Yeah. So you're right. We breathe more nitrogen than oxygen, sure. However, what I'm saying in the death penalty, it deprives you of oxygen. Yeah. So yes, we breathe more nitrogen, but you can't just breathe nitrogen.
Did you read up what he meant by that?
That's it. I mean, we can watch the clip.
I mean, like what he meant by us breathing more nitrogen.
Oh, because I think in the short, I probably overstepped my scientific knowledge. You know what I mean? And was like, you know, well, you can't just breathe nitrogen, you're going to die. And he was saying, well, actually, we breathe more nitrogen than we do oxygen. I think he was trying to correct me. You know,
nitrogen makes up almost 4/5 of the air that we breathe.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, that's what he's saying.
But being unreactive is not used in respiration at all. We simply breathe the nitrogen back out. So it's not like we're intaking it and we have a filter, essentially. Yeah. So that's what is happening is that there's no filter. There's no way for him to breathe out the nitrogen, which kills him.
Yep.
So
thanks.
Makes sense.
Thanks for fixing that for me because I wasn't sure. All right. So on this one, we got a lot of comments on is Drake Bell lying? Did you watch that short I
No.
posted?
No,
Right.
I didn't watch that video. Well, I watched the short, but it was like the clip of him and yeah. I mean, like I didn't really understand, but
Well, I got a comment on that one. So
yeah.
on that one, the context, he's trying to describe what he did. And in that, I argued he downplayed a lot of what he was actually doing, and you can see it in the way he's talking. That's what I was going for. So someone typed in, what even happened? And so then someone came in, Kitten2642, came in and said he was caught basically trying to get with minors using his fame. If you watch when the victim is telling him off, he looks annoyed and is shaking his head like she's exaggerating because he doesn't see what he did as a big deal. Yeah. And that's the point I was making, was like, I think he's downplaying everything. And then I said, I typed in, I think you explained it better than I did in my own show. So thanks, Kitten. And I don't mean that in a derogatory. Thanks, Kitten. But no, her name's Kitten26.
No one was thinking that. That's why you're getting the mean comments.
That's why I'm more memeable.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, oh, God, that guy's face. Darth Jar Jar 3152 says, honestly, who cares?
Who cares about
the video, the short, is Drake Bell lying? Honestly, Darth Jar Jar, I do. Me. Otherwise, I wouldn't have wasted time on it.
Wow.
And we had to actually add video to that one. And I say we, like my fiance did it for me. That was great. And that took a lot of work. I had to convince her, had to rub her shoulders after. It was a lot of work. So I care. I care enough to make a video on it.
Okay, then.
What I'm saying is I had to kind of get her in the mood to do my work.
Okay. Never mind. Just move on.
What? What I said was so bad. All right. Honestly, who cares? I do. That's all I'm saying. Okay. I do.
I love that first take. Yep.
What? I don't get what I said that was so bad.
Just
just saying she did my work for me.
We're pausing. It's just like
what?
I had to rub her shoulders. I had to get her in the mood, you know, and like
I get that, but I didn't do anything. I didn't say anything that crazy.
Stop.
Whatever. Fine. Whatever.
And we're back.
Hate me all you want.
I'm gonna leave a hateful comment now.
Yeah. Why don't you finally hop in the comments and start being mean? Huh?
I did, and I can't be mean though.
Yeah,
well, that's the thing. I'm never gonna like. I can't do what you do. I'm never going to like respond back to people who are like trying to be mean or anything.
How do you think I'm doing?
What?
How do you think I'm doing? Am I doing okay when I respond back?
I don't really know. I mean, like, I don't really read the comments that much, but when I do, I don't get triggered easily, I guess, off of comments. I really just want to respond to like the real thoughtful ones, you know, the ones that are like more constructive, like recently. But even then, like, you know, I don't really, it to me sometimes feels like a waste of time because it's like these people like either they may not watch again or you're never going to meet them, you know. It's not really that big of a deal, and it should stay like that, you know. It should be a good disconnect, because I don't want to get too emotionally involved, you know, in someone that I don't know, you know.
True, yeah.
And you also don't know who they are really, you know, like they might be talking a certain way, but in real life they talk a completely different way. So I don't really like feeding that part of, you know, the internet. However, there are some comments I'm like, oh, that was genuinely like a nice thing. I just want to toss them like a little thank you, like we're listening, that kind of thing. But
and that's how I feel. I'm listening. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm listening. But it just depends. Like the really dumb ones, those are funny.
Yeah.
But I will say, like they do start to get repetitive after a while. Like
that's what I'm saying. I want someone to legitimately like go on a tangent.
I'm okay with some real criticism.
Do you remember that kid who like he unfortunately passed away, but that little kid who was like PewDiePie's arch nemesis, and he would like, this is like, I think it was like a 12-year-old or some 13-year-old who would do nothing but make videos about like exposing PewDiePie and trying to take him down. It was all satirical though. But like there was like a funny little like fake rivalry between them that this kid was so passionate over. I want like that. I want someone to do that for us, you know, like the Third Wheel Podcast. We'll roll.
Oh, I'm not gonna say anything. All right. Is Drake Bell lying? Same short. This dude read one of those secret CIA interrogator release tips to catch a liar and thinks he's on the same level as a lie detector. And I commented, bold of you to assume I read anything for fun. Yeah, thanks for stopping by. All right, so he's trying to tell me like, oh, this dude watched a WikiHow on how to interrogate people, and he thinks he's a really good blah blah blah. I'm like, yeah. Bold of you to think I do anything. I don't do anything to learn. It's like bold of you to assume that I teach myself anything.
Yeah.
I'm lazy. So then he commented with like a really respectful, like, you're probably 100% right about this guy. I just find it odd your reasoning is an 8-second clip where he breathes kind of weird.
That's fair.
And that would seem fair, except I'd said like this is like a piece of like the actual like the full episode. We review the whole interview. We don't just like do that. You know what I'm saying? Like I was saying, like, yes, you're right, but Shorts has a 60-second time limit.
Yeah, but no one's gonna know that because like if they're just looking at YouTube and the algorithm just so happens to throw them that short, they're gonna assume that that's just the context with that, like that and that alone is gonna be context.
That's true. I do feel like though I leave enough there to like here's the full episode. You literally link the full episode.
Yeah.
And I said like this is what we're talking about this week, and like it's supposed to be like a 60-second introduction. It's not supposed to be like, oh no, I'm gonna tell you in 60 seconds why Drake Bell is full of crap.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I think there's plenty for me to be like, anyway, whatever. Agree to disagree. Maybe I feel like he just like assumed like this is all I'm giving them. Like, no, there's plenty here. So all right. Uncle Dave 69, clever.
Yeah.
He comments, he calls me a dumb. Where's that button? Calls me a dumb playing scratch offs, has an opinion. Go figure.
Oh my god, the first swear word.
I know,
in
ever.
Third wheel history.
Well, luckily I isolated the bleep sound effects, so I can just insert it there later.
Wow.
Pretty cool, huh?
That's
pretty chill.
That's like next level stuff.
I know. I'm so proud of myself, dude. You did what? That's unheard of. I know.
I isolated.
I agree. It's crazy. Yeah. I hate you.
You see, I'm a really mean person in real life. That's
for real. I was like, why don't you do this to our haters? Why do you got to do it to me?
Because you're not hated enough.
You don't fight this hard against people that are against me.
Yeah, I choose not to fight at all. That's why I have so much energy.
So, all right, let me address that. So for a little bit, I was doing VSMR, right?
Oh yeah.
And it wasn't really working, but it was worth a try. And I noticed like the scratch offs get a lot of views, right? So I was like, cool. So let me do that.
There's anticipation to it.
It was and it didn't work. But it was worth a try. We get a subscriber every now and then, maybe once a week. And so that I mean, I don't actually play scratch offs unless we're on like a road trip. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna scratch for a little bit, right? So scratch offs get a lot of views. So I was like, okay, good podcast, I'd say, good episode. So I was like, let me just break that up, and I'll do that. And it didn't work. So I don't play scratch offs for fun. I do it for views. At this point, I do anything for views. So I said these VSMR videos get more views than my face does, which actually turns out not to be true.
Yeah.
So as soon as we switched back, we got like another 50 subscribers that week. I was like, geez.
Maybe it's back and forth kind of thing.
Yeah.
Because I know that for a while we were not really getting that many views on like the face ones, but yeah, maybe it's just like.
I also think what I title them helps out a bit, you know. And there's a couple things like when you upload with your phone, you get to pick the thumbnail, so you get to drag the camera all along.
And my favorite one so far was that Harry Potter one with Cornelius Fudge.
Yeah, and oh, you mean the Sorting Hat?
No, the Fudge one.
Oh,
one time about the thumbnail you picked.
Where I was like.
No, when you were like, oh, it's okay to.
Yeah.
I was like, gosh, he's just so gosh darn handsome.
Yeah. So I explained that to him. I said, yeah, VSMR gets more views than my face does. And he says, no doubt. I'm like, huh, rude.
No doubt.
Yeah, appreciate that. All right. So in this one, Sequelitis, will be coming, the second part of that, the sequel to that episode, will be coming out here pretty soon.
Nice.
I think it's episode 56, I think. So Steven Garcia comes out and he says, I wouldn't say it undid the first movie, but the sequel to Triple X State of the Union, really disrespected the first movie to the point of seemingly insulting people who liked it enough to want to see the sequel.
See, I wasn't allowed to watch Triple X because...
I got a funny story for that.
Oh, okay.
I tried to look it up. After I saw this comment, I was like, oh, actually, I'm aware of those films. I haven't seen them, but I'm aware of what they are. So I tried to type in Triple X. You
Googled Triple X.
And surprise, surprise, it didn't give me the results I wanted. And then I tried Triple X Film.
No, you didn't.
That didn't work.
No, there's no way.
Now,
you did
luckily,
that. Oh my gosh, Caleb.
now luckily, Bing was looking out for me, right?
You use Bing?
Yeah, and Bing said, "Oh, safe search is on. We can't do that." And I was like, "Perfect."
Okay, that's 3 fumbles in a row.
That's 2 fumbles.
No. You did Triple X.
'Cause of
Then you
Bing.
did Triple X Film, and then Bing on top of that.
Sir, I don't appreciate this tone.
I'm going to leave a mean comment right now.
Yeah, please. I'm waiting. I want you to say something mean.
To you?
Yeah.
I can't do that. I can't be mean to you.
Oh, you sweetheart.
Yeah.
You sweet singing meat. All right.
Now, an alternative account, maybe. Well,
I guess they were trying to go for Ice Cube's even bigger, badder than Vin Diesel, who they couldn't get. But part of the movie's allure was how good of a stuntman Vin's character was. Ice Cube's character just threw a bunch of money at weapons and vehicles. I'm not super familiar with Triple X, but like if you
I
look,
know it is very stunt heavy.
yeah, and like, would you say it's like Fast and the Furious in a way, same type of film? Or I don't know.
I've never seen them, but
Yeah,
I don't know. Maybe.
just based on the poster, that's the impression I get.
Mhm.
So he's saying the second one could. Okay, now we talked about this. They don't get the same actor back, so they
Right.
swapped him out with Ice Cube.
Mhm.
You know, and that's kind of, they just went a totally different route, right?
Mhm.
So I commented and I was like, we need to talk about sequels that have lesser of a cast than due to budget constraints.
Mm.
And I said, how's the third one? Because there's a third one. And it's called the Return of Xander Cage, I believe. So they brought back Vin Diesel and they did a
Gotcha.
third Triple X. Now, I didn't type in third Triple X film.
Starring Vin Diesel.
Yeah. Well, actually, I did try one of those. I was like, oh, I'm sorry. I was putting Vin Diesel's name at the end. It still didn't give me what I wanted, but I just don't know why.
Some people gave him exactly what they wanted.
I just don't know why that was so hard for Google or Bing. Sorry. I don't know why that was so hard for Bing.
Did you type in 3 X's or like TRPILE or triple? Did you spell it out triple?
No, I put XXX.
Yeah,
and I know
that's your problem.
I get that. But like at a certain point when I was like Vin Diesel, like, come on, make the connection, Bing. Okay.
Are you telling me that there aren't? Never mind.
What do you want? What do you want me to say?
Let me just tell you, Vin Diesel, he may not have been in, a participant, but there are definitely some people who are into that. You know what I'm saying?
That's true. Like me. I'm just
Yeah.
kidding.
Clearly, with your Bing history.
Yeah. So he types in edit. Apparently they actually offered him a lot of money. He turned it down because they changed directors. Okay. Return of Xander Cage is actually pretty enjoyable, although I've only had a chance to see it once, so I don't recall it well enough to offer much critique. In regards to recasting due to budget, the upcoming Megamind sequel replaced Will Ferrell and doesn't look very good. I thought it did have Will Ferrell though, but maybe
The first
I'm wrong.
one did.
Well, yeah, the second one's coming out right on Peacock.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
doesn't have Will Ferrell.
Doesn't have Will Ferrell. Okay, that sucks. I don't know what they're thinking. That's
No.
not gonna be good at all.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even like Will Ferrell, but he definitely made that film.
He's a good voice actor.
Yeah,
He's also
definitely.
good in Lego Movie
He was good in that.
and Barbie. Like
Didn't see Barbie.
everything based on a toy, he's great in. Much like his career, where he's a toy. Just kidding.
Wow.
Oh, that was terrible.
Okay, that why'd you have to go after me?
I know. I love you, Will Ferrell. I'm so sorry. Please forgive me. All right, Beck Scald 3855. I gotta say, so is Drake Bell lying? Okay, back to that. Gotta say, there's a lot of misinformation regarding the case. Drake has always stuttered, and in this interview, he was very nervous to speak. He went back and forth, wondering if he should even bother with it. He's just done with it all. Not a bad comment.
Yeah.
Actual, like, hey, I disagree in a way, right? Has he always stuttered? I don't know about that. I don't know if I agree
In real
with that.
life?
Yeah. I don't agree with that.
I can see where they're coming from, at least.
And I agree. I'm not I'm not hating on Beck's called.
Because, like, here's the thing. I don't like using people's, like, reactions usually as evidence.
Yeah. No, I agree with that.
Too many people kind of looked at that. So I'm like, I don't know. Imagine in his position where, like, not saying he did or he didn't, like, most likely did, but in this case, let's just say we don't know.
Right.
Like, everyone's looking to you, every second, just the amount of pressure, like the amount of just, like, blunt force, you're getting, like, at every moment. It's like, that's got to be nerve-wracking, the fact that, like, literally any slight little move you make, you contort your face a little bit or play with your fingers, whatever. Like
Some jerk on YouTube with the tiny channel is going to come
You
in and be
see-
like, aha, you see that? He's hiding.
exactly. Something like I can kind of sympathize with that. You know, even if it wasn't Drake, it's anyone in that position. You
Yeah.
know, like there are some people who are like, when they start like, and I know people take shock in different ways, but like, you know, if it's a murder trial and they start blatantly laughing after something, you know,
Yeah.
like that's a little sus, you know,
Right.
a little suspicious. But
Yeah.
with Drake, I don't know. Like, people are looking at that clip. It's like it's hard evidence, but I'm like, I don't know.
No, it's not hard evidence. I'm just looking at him, and I've been lied to a lot. Of course, you can't take my biases and put them towards everybody. I get that.
Did he walk up to you, Caleb?
Yeah, and was like
"Caleb,
lying to my face. He offered to hop on this show.
Did he now?
Oh, if he did, I'd
He was
definitely.
like,
Bro.
Caleb, we need to make a reboot show that takes place in Mexico.
Yeah. He's like, make sure you bring all your kidneys. That's not sus. All right, I'll take you up on that deal. So I commented back. We actually had a decent discussion on this. So I said, I'm glad you brought that up. There are other parts of the interview where he's not stuttering during parts where I believe he's telling the truth. But I could be way off. LOL. I'd love to hear your opinion on the whole thing, if you'd be so inclined. We actually have video as we go. It starts at the 6-minute mark. We talk a lot about that, but thanks for stopping by regardless. Okay, see. I come into these comments. I'm a nice guy. Okay, I'm not coming in here like, you know what? Thanks for nothing, right? I was like, hey, here's the rest of it. If you want to see, and I even threw a timestamp in there. You don't have to watch the whole thing. We start at 6 minutes, you know, and then we end when we end.
You are a very nice guy.
Thank you. So she watched it. I think it's a she because it's a female picture, I believe. So.
Oh boy! Now all your credibility is taken away.
I know. Oh no. What have I done? I'm actually super glad you're open to discussion. He's guilty for the text. He admits that. Nobody has argued he's innocent in the text. Fair.
Yeah.
His lawyer even confirmed that no nudes, etc., were sent as digital forensics had gone into everything. I agree with that. That part I agreed with when he said that. What people are disputing is her account. The reason for this is due to the fact multiple witnesses were with her when she claims these events happened. She was never alone in the room with him. In the video where she's reading her statement, the reason he looks confused, which I agree, there's parts that don't look good for him, e.g. smirking, is because he really is. He was never in a hearing for SA, and she brought up claims which hadn't been brought up to investigators. She kept changing her story.
Yeah.
I don't disagree with you on that. I was like, yeah. What I'm saying is he's downplaying what he said in those texts.
Yeah.
You know, and he's acting like they're not a big deal. But you're right. I wouldn't say he's taking accountability. I still think those points stand. I don't think he's like in there like I was actually in the wrong.
Yeah.
I think he was downplaying a lot of it. He says, I do think there's far more to this than we've seen. I don't want to write an essay. His life has been ruined due to this, and he struggled. In any case, people should look at both sides, like police would do before making a conclusion. In this world, they don't. 50-50, agree with you on that. Yes, we should look at all the evidence. I won't say people don't do that, though, because, like, I mean, they did a thorough investigation on it. They didn't just slap him with charges and be like, you're guilty. Like, no, they did the research. They subpoenaed his phone.
Yeah.
So, but I see where you're coming from, Pex Caldy. I don't think you're wrong. And here's one thing I also really agree with you on is like he is suffering for that mistake. Like his YouTube channel, he's trying to live stream, play the guitar. Like that's tough. He's trying to win back people's trust. And he does say like I was being stupid and I disagree with I was just responding to texts.
Yeah.
I don't agree with that. Obviously there's more to it than just responding to texts. But he's definitely being punished in the way that the public looks at him differently and he has to earn back their trust. That's a lot of work, especially for those kinds of charges. Yeah. It's one thing if he was drunk driving, but no, like child offenders, that's a lot. So I'll give him points on that. Like he's trying to earn back the public's trust, and by golly, that's the country we live in where you can drive. College is a scam, the short. That was one of our better shorts. I got like a ton of views, lots of comments. So someone commented, dang, that's stupid. And then Sad Kirby 161 comes in and says, hope you're talking about the guy. Some about me. And then I commented with 3 laugh emojis. Did you see this thread?
Yeah.
Yeah. How'd you feel about that? How'd you feel? Do you think I was being petty?
I lolled.
Oh, you lolled. I think you can say a little.
No, I lolled.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit. I'm just like, whatever. It's just like such a nothing comment.
Yeah.
what a stupid thing to say. I hope you're talking about the guy. And then they both high five each other. It's like,
Well, when he's saying dang, that's stupid, I think he was talking about my story, like the college. Like, I think he was responding like, oh, dude, like, because I was talking about how much I got charged for no reason.
yeah.
He's like, dang, that's stupid. I think he was agreeing with me. And then the guy comes in. It's like, I hope you're talking about him being stupid. You know what I mean?
I don't know. It's too vague to tell.
Yeah, I guess so.
You want to tell yourself it was positive? Maybe it was
I'm trying to look on the bright side. So which is it? Do you want, bro? A couple weeks ago, you got on to me for, being so pessimistic when Blythe was here. You know?
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
and now
right.
I'm trying to be, and they're like, oh my god, look at you being so positive.
I'm very much a devil's advocate. I'm very in the middle. I'm a neutral. That's what I am. I just got to keep the balance. I'm like the Avatar. I got to keep balance. You know, he bashed some skulls, but he made a few jokes along the way.
You're really mean to me for no reason. So he says, what are you laughing about? Because I put 3 laugh emojis. And he said,
Oh boy, it got aggressive.
Yeah. Like he wanted to see like, what am I, he's trying to rile me up more. So I said, what you said was funny. Silly goose. I didn't say silly goose, but that's how I felt.
You should have.
Yeah, you silly goose.
He's a little silly goose.
And then he says, sad for you to think that. So cool.
Dang.
And then I tell you,
he revved up his Challenger and drove off.
I was put in my place. I'll tell you what. He says, sad for you to think that. I was like, oh
my gosh.
Oh, no.
Dude, hang up the belt.
Yeah, it's
over.
time for me to hang up my Spurs. This podcast is over. And then I just put 3 more laugh emojis.
No, you should have been like 6, like up the ante, like
Yeah,
6 emojis.
6.
Like that was even funnier.
And he's been like, oh, this guy, get back and starts typing again.
Wow.
Jesus versus Moses, who would win? That was a good short. That got a ton of views. So Retasius says Jesus would hold back and let his butt get kicked.
He would give him 1 extra cheek. I will say that.
1 extra.
Yeah.
What happens when that cheek gets tired? You can turn it the other way.
No, so that's the thing. Like once he turns the other cheek once, then he lets Moses beat him up for 490 punches.
Yeah.
And after 70 times 7, he just lays it. He
just goes to town.
That's so anime. He has 490 tries to beat Jesus before Jesus just
oh my god. So Jesus keeps forgiving him, but once he hits 70 times 7,
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It's over.
And then I'm just seeing Moses throwing the anime punches like oh my god, and the numbers going up like oh my gosh, he's almost there.
Yeah. Have you seen Mob Psycho 100? Oh, it's the same idea where it's not like he's forgiving him, but like he's taking all the hits. But when he gets to a certain point where he's breaking point, he just like blacks out and kills everybody.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Mr. JoJo0121 says, happy to be your 200 subscriber. Congrats. And I was like, dude, thank you.
Is that not a friend?
No.
A real person?
Real person said, happy.
Crap.
Yeah.
That's nice.
We were stuck at 199 and he went to the main channel. He didn't even do it on a short. He went to the main channel, watched the episode and said, happy to be your 200th.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's so wholesome.
Alec Baldwin is an idiot. That's the video that he commented on. And that was one of our most popular episodes, dude.
Oh, yeah.
Like our shorts got thousands and thousands and thousands of views. This month alone, we're at 40K views.
Yeah.
40K. That's a lot. And that's not even just the shorts, too. A lot of our main episodes have done tons.
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's great.
Mm-hmm.
How many people tuning in every week to hear us be dumb?
Oof.
You know? Thank you, guys.
Oh, wow, he's really getting emotional here.
Southern JW says, shut up, you blowhard.
I love how you that was just like the most wholesome, nice thing ever. And then all
yeah, very next guy, like, shut up.
We're back to this.
Yeah, we're back to this. So I commented, why would I blow soft? You know what I mean? If I'm going to blow it all, I may as well go all in. May as well blow hard. Oh, I know what I said there. You don't have to explain it to me. You don't have to pause it and be like, "What? You know what you just said?" Yeah. Oh, I know.
To our younger viewers out there.
Yes. Let me explain to you what blowing hard is. If you're in school right now and you're on the verge of flunking out, blow hard.
Blow harder.
Yeah, you got this.
Nice.
All right. Next one, Alec Baldwin is an idiot. These are all the same one. This one got like 4.4K. That's the highest video we've ever gotten, view-wise. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Like, what's that old Pop-Tart commercial? Crazy good.
Is that Pop-Tarts?
Mm-hmm.
Great. No. That's not Pop-Tarts, is it?
Yeah.
Crazy.
You remember the old
good.
cartoon?
I thought that was Cookie Crisp.
Ah,
Oh, you're right. Crazy good.
crazy good.
You're so right. I got confused with the Cookie Crisp commercial.
Cookie Crisp.
Well,
yeah.
he's like, I think he says crazy. I don't know.
No, he says Cookie Crisp. That's how he says it.
Okay.
You're way off, sir.
Interesting.
You, sir, are so far wrong. It's not even funny.
I guess so.
What have I done? All right, Pepstordy 3. Let me try that again. Pepster D3 says,
There we go.
"Hey, my boy, you spending mad facts right now. Unless it's the gun went off, it was like probably a crappy German Glock, or maybe in 1911. I don't know, but either way, he's an idiot. Thank you." Talking about Alec Baldwin, I was like, this guy is the stupidest dude on TV.
I love how he just flex his gun knowledge.
Yeah.
For no reason.
No, that's not no reason. He's like, unless it was a German Glock, or maybe it was a Glock from 1911.
Do you see what I mean?
No, it was great. Okay. He says, like, okay, maybe he pulled the trigger and he's like, okay, we're good. And then pow. And maybe that's where maybe I was wrong. Maybe Alec Baldwin's like, he really didn't pull the trigger because when he pulled it earlier, nothing happened. But it was the German one.
Let me tell you something. The 1911 is the most reliable handgun ever made by the American industries.
Oh, that's what you have a problem with. You're like, he's flexing his gun knowledge like actually he doesn't know anything. Well, Pepster D3, I hope you subscribed. I love you. I think Shap's a little skeptical of your gun knowledge here, but I trust you. Okay. He probably did do that and was like, it's over, you know?
I'm surprised he didn't argue that. Well, he did kind of. Remember how he said, what did he say, that the gun went off by
I
by
didn't
itself,
pull the
right?
trigger.
Yeah. Dang
Idiot.
it. We're
Stupid.
giving him fuel.
Yeah, no. He wins his case because of our podcast.
Yeah, they're like, Your Honor, this evidence must be submitted.
Your Honor, Exhibit A. And it's just me in there. 1911s go off later. He's like, Your Honor, as you can tell, the Third Wheel Podcast just exonerated this man.
They're like, oh my gosh. Well, we'll expel the Third Wheel Podcast, but we'll take that as evidence.
Yeah. Now put out warrants for the Third Wheel Podcasters.
That's what I'm saying.
So I said, great minds. He said, you're spitting mad facts right now. And I was like, great minds.
Yeah.
All right, my favorite. This is the one I love seeing every single time. I think you can guess. Proof not everyone should have a podcast. Huh. He's right.
Wait, he didn't. You know, if they say it 6 more times, it's actually going to mean something.
It's true.
Yeah.
No, you're right. This was the last straw.
Yeah.
Okay, I was like, he's right. I need to give this up now while I can.
Right. Better sell the equipment.
You're right.
Better.
Someone commented, just in England, 5750 says, so many people shouldn't have podcasts or YouTube channels, ... And I'll tell you that really, the coffin was already closed and they were starting to nail him in, but you, sir, came in and took the hammer and was like, pop, pop, pop.
Objection.
Yeah.
I will go to this person's case. I will defend this person. Perhaps. Yeah, objection. They were defending us by essentially shifting the view to other people who have podcasts.
And you said I was stretching. You're stretching harder than Mr. Fantastic.
I'm the lawyer with the sweaty head. Like,
yeah. Oh Your Honor, my client clearly meant.
Client.
Yeah. So I said maybe, but everyone needs a hobby.
Dang, you put them in their place.
That's right.
I'm sure they're.
Now he read that and was like, oh. And then his heart grew 4 sizes that day, like the Grinch.
Yeah, he came back as a real subscriber.
All right, so this one's also under Alec Baldwin is an idiot. He says, BS, I've beat several charges with those few words. He's saying, like, because he didn't pull the trigger or I want a speedy try. It's like, BS, I've beaten several charges using those words. And I said, I'll have my lawyers get in contact with yours. We're going to set something up here, okay? Yeah. Next time I commit a crime, I'll be like, I didn't pull the trigger.
Also, speedy trial.
Yeah, give me a speedy trial. I want to get it over with.
Tomorrow.
Yeah, like, that's what speedy trial means. All right, so this one, we started talking about Gina Carano is the GOAT. This is the only one where they addressed you.
To be fair, they didn't say anyone's name.
You were the one simping. Though,
objection. No.
Yeah.
We both were.
No,
equally.
I was saying I respect her as a woman.
No, you said you respect the heck out of her as a woman.
Yeah. That's helping my case.
No.
Yeah.
I respect her too.
You were like, that is my wife.
I never said that.
Yeah, you did.
I did not say that.
I'm going to play it.
Play the clip.
I will. Hold on.
Lying. Your Honor, I didn't pull the trigger.
You said my love, my one and only.
Your Honor, I could have been looking at anything. I could have been talking about anything.
There's a full bookshelf behind me. You're full of crap.
Okay. Yes. Well,
right.
you know what?
Hold on.
Not a bad person to simp over.
Neo Sumerian came in and said, "Oh boys, careful, you're simping." You.
Not a bad person
You're
to simp
simping.
over. Listen, I saw that movie that she directed.
She directed a movie?
For the Daily Wire, yeah.
Oh, I didn't know she directed it. I knew she was in it.
No, I didn't see it. I'm lying.
Well, either way, you're a simp.
Hey.
Finally.
You know what? I'm okay with that. If she sees this, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, maybe she'll hop on the show.
Maybe she'll hop on the show.
Next time I see her again, I'll ask her.
Thanks,
Because I've
man.
seen her. I met her before.
Thanks, man. Tell her I defended her in the comments.
Yeah.
The mean comments.
Mm-hmm. All right. So Disney's Fortnite. I'm not joking. They're buying up the market
Hold
share.
up. How did you have the clip ready?
You just click on it on the side.
Oh, I thought you had that like ready.
Yeah, ready. Because I knew you were going to deny it. I knew you were going to lie. Yeah, because you lie. I just knew.
My bad.
I just had to
Continue.
look at you. And I knew. It says they're buying up the markets. We're talking about Disney now. We're talking about Fortnite and how they bought Epic Games, or they put a big stake in it.
Epic.
Mm-hmm. They're buying up the market. Sure, they're operating in the red. This is fine due to purchasing up the market. In the future, they'll recover all their losses times 10. It makes perfect sense and has been going on for everywhere forever. They're right. Like,
Do you know what it means when when a company is doing good? It's not the red; it's the
green.
black.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Mm-hmm.
No way.
If they're in the black, they're doing good. If they're
Oh.
in the red, that means bad.
Bet. Okay.
I'm
Cool.
pretty sure that's what Black Friday is. So, like, the reason Black Friday is called Black Friday is because essentially it's bringing companies to the black.
Okay. That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a fun fact.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Right there. That's the first fun fact I've ever heard. Because most of them are not fun or facts. Like this next comment. It says Disney Plus has 150 million subscribers, so losing 1 million is very irrelevant. You should bail on this channel now. You see clearly are out of your league.
That wasn't fun.
Or a fact. Because at the time of that posting, we had hit 200 and we were in 205 or 208. Okay, so we were climbing the ranks.
Insane.
That's a lot of people. Can you imagine getting 200 people over at your house?
No, I had a conversation with someone. What if like YouTubers in the far future use their subscribers as soldiers in an army?
Yeah.
You know, like people have millions and millions of subscribers. Imagine all of them lined up. It would be unbelievable.
Well,
But like,
oh, good.
if we have 200 people, like over 200 people, that's a lot of people
Yeah.
just to be like.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. And that's what people were thinking
Mm.
that the Area 51 raid was going to be.
Oh, exactly.
Everyone thought they were going to break. They thought PewDiePie was going to show up with all his subscribers and storm
all
the
those 9-year-olds. Yeah.
storm the not capital. You know. So Brewski, you should bail on this channel now. You're clearly out of your league. I won't deny that I'm out of my league here. Okay. Will I ever be up there with all the crazy high up? I mean, will we? Will we ever be up there with all the crazy people? Probably not. Okay. Will we get more views than the Joe Rogan podcast? Probably not. But
Well, it depends on what league we're aiming for.
yeah.
We're not aiming for the Joe Rogan podcast
No.
numbers.
God, no.
we want to be happy with 1,000.
If we had 10 people that checked in every week and left comments, that'd be great.
Yeah.
I'd love that. So I'm
So
okay.
I don't think we are out of our league. I think we're doing exactly what we need and want to do.
Every staircase has a step-by-step thing to get to the top.
Yeah.
And 200 subscribers was the next step.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So bail on this channel, not a chance, buddy. Sorry. Get too many likes for that. Toodles Skay came in with a ton of comments, which I already addressed.
Toodles!
Hey, Toodles. Good to see you again. Let's see. I think that's kind of it. This one left a spoiler. Oh, here's a good one. All right. This one's in response to Dumbledore, and I'll close it with this. Dumbledore's army was stupid.
Yes.
I did this in middle school. Our AP, assistant principal, said my friends and I were in a gang, so we could keep searching our lockers. Because we're in a bunch of goth punk emo kids, so we became a gang. We came up with a name, a logo, and wrote a bylaws on how we'd act, how we'd talk, how we'd dress to identify members. And we passed around a notebook talking to each other so they couldn't get us on having cell phones in class. It was so silly, but we thought if we're going to be punished for it anyway, might as well do it. So,
Should I object or should you?
go ahead.
I object. If this same school was like, hey, everyone, if anyone has any information on the Red Devil gang, please come to us immediately, and we will punish them severely. And y'all and your friends are like, we should call ourselves the Red Devil Gang and do like punkish things.
But here's this one.
So funny.
They were saying we're getting blamed anyway for something we're not doing, so we're gonna get in trouble anyway. Let's just do it.
I don't think that was the same case.
No, different motivation.
Yeah, these kids were.
Yeah.
These kids were trying to do something that was deemed illegal. They knew it was illegal, and then they incriminated themselves by naming them whatever the number one terrorist organization was. Like, slight difference. I don't think it was like a fun, like it won't be that big of a deal, but this is to them. Like, Dumbledore got freaking like basically in prison or like almost in prison because of it.
Right. No, this one is just the kids were like, you know what? If we're getting blamed for gangs, let's start a gang.
Yeah. No.
The ship's sinking, so they named their gang the iceberg that sunk the Titanic. You know what I mean?
Wow.
The ship's already sinking. May as well lean into it.
Or turn their lives around.
I'm with you, Dana. Dana Cruikshank. I think that's your name. That's how you say it. I'm with you, Dana. Shaps doesn't understand you, but I do. Okay. Peace. You're welcome, Dana.
What? Oh, right then.
What's wrong?
No. Just
stop. You bail on this channel now. You're out of your league.
You are actually all right in your league right now.
Yeah, thank you. Alrighty. Well, I think that's it. That's all the comments we got for this week. And we're at an hour mark. Guys, thanks for joining us. How do you feel, Shaps? Do we conquer new territory today?
I think
I'm done with this show.
You know what we should do next time? We should like write comments live. These people respond to them live.
I know we need like 500 people to sit and stream with us and watch, so, or at least 100, like people actively watching and talking.
Yeah,
that'd be sick. But alas, we're only at 200 subs, and I doubt anyone would tune in for a live show right now. Right. So, all right, guys, thanks for joining us. We will see you next time on the Third Wheel Podcast.
Out.
Bye.